I get that ooh.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
What's goody, YouTube? How's everyone doing? Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to yet another live reaction video. If you're new here for the first time, my name is TMR, and since you clicked on this video, you might as well subscribe to the YouTube channel, leave your comments down below, and enjoy this reaction video.
What's goody, YouTube? What's good, TMR gang? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to yet another live reaction video. I'm your girl, TMR. Thank y'all so much for stopping what you were doing and meeting me over this daggone break room, y'all. Oh boy. All right. Y'all see the title, y'all see the thumbnail, y'all know what we gonna get into, honey. Hey Winter, hey Joanna, hey Boss Lady, hey Proud Mama, hey Brandy, hey Softer Side, Miss Ronnie, Yana Mama, Melly, what's good, sis? Oh, y'all. Whoa, Lord, y'all. I thought it was kind of quiet over there with Tannae and Keontae, you know, since he went down there and paid for the divorce and all. Baby, I seen today, I said, what? I said, skirt. Baby, I was walking down it, walking it right, you heard that song go. Baby, I was walking down the street and I said, honey, I had to back up, speed back up. I said, what that title say? I said, oh no, not the woman that said, divorce me, please. Not the woman that was on there and said that you was a gay. What she say, y'all? She said he had the herpes and that he was gay. And he like playing, these people playing in his boot. Hey, y'all remember that? He told us that about Keontae. And child, she went on that rampage about she want her divorce and give her divorce. Don't say nothing else to her. Oh, girl, Black Auntie. Hey, Lonnie. Glad you made it. Jealousy is eating her alive, Royal Gala. Girl, I love it when y'all know what's going on. Ooh, I love it when we do a break room episode and everybody come in like, girl, I love it when y'all come through the break room and y'all already did y'all homework. Oh, I love it. Hey, Miss Teresa. Girl, a mess, child. Baby, when I tell you Keontae was real serious in this live or this video, him and Bubbles over there, child, to the point where Keontae was so serious, he forgot and called Bubbles by her real name instead of her little nickname. You said you behind. Well, Joanna, you gonna get caught up, girl. I said, y'all, Tannae went over there and was wishing death on the unborn baby. I said, Tannae, have you lost your mind? But let me tell y'all something. This is why I'm not surprised. I'm gonna tell y'all why. Hey, Miss G, he was dead serious. He was dead serious. Yes, Black Auntie, we definitely gonna recap it, sis. Bubbles has a channel too, okay. And yeah, she did, baby. When I tell you, but this is why I'm not surprised, because y'all got to remember, for all of y'all that's been going through these reactions with Tannae and Keontae with me for the last couple of years, y'all already know Tannae don't like to be bothered with nobody else kids but hers. You know, it's funny how she was allowing her three oldest, her triplets, to call this man daddy, clearly when he is not the daddy. And from my understanding, the triplets' daddy is alive and well. Okay. You had this man over here you had those children over here calling this man daddy. And clearly he is not the father to those little girls. Since they was 3 months, 6 months, however, since they were little bitty bitties. But you knew this man had 2 kids prior to meeting you. And you cared nothing about them other two kids. Y'all remember she said it wasn't her responsibility for him to have a relationship with his other children, even after she became his wife. And then she turned around and had little KJ, and then she had little Keelan. And child, she still didn't care nothing about the fact that he had 2 other kids that he paid no attention to. But luckily this summer, he is bonding with his other 2 children, which is good because he has a daughter and a son that he definitely needs to be around. I'm pretty sure his daughter and his son felt some type of way about him all hugged up on kids that belonged to him and kids that did not belong to him, but yet he wasn't hugged up with the ones that do. And Tannae was fine with that. See, that's why, you know, when you dish it out, you got to eat it back. Okay? When you dish it out, you got to eat it back. And it's not that the fact that he's with Bubbles now and he has a baby on the way with Bubbles. It's not the fact that Keontae does not want a relationship with his biological children, which are the 2 boys, or the triplet girls, which are not his. It's not even that. He wants a relationship with everybody. But Tannae is mad. I told y'all this. See, y'all thought I told y'all. All that Tannae she was just capping for the internet. Tannae is mad because Keontae ain't running behind her licking her tail. Now, some of y'all might say, well, he's still married to Tannae and he got another woman pregnant. Yep, he sure does. However, how quickly y'all forget that she was just pregnant by another man, 2-3 years ago? And he wasn't on here wishing death on her unborn. And if he did, we ain't know nothing about it. So it ain't fun when the rabbit got the gun. Of course she still loves Keontae. Of course she still loves Keontae, but Tannae got to understand that he don't love her the same way. And she definitely does need to move on. Yeah, when it comes to his kids, he definitely seems like, and y'all got to understand too, Keontae has lost his mother and his father. In recent years, like in the last few years, he's lost his mom and his dad. So Keontae doesn't have any living parents anymore. So that probably has affected him. Now, I'm not saying Keontae definitely needs some growing up. He definitely do need some growing up. I wish Bubbles wouldn't have picked a man to have her first child with that had already had 4 existing children. I kind of wish if she was just going to make a baby with a man, at least, you know, you and him be on even ground. He don't got no kids and you don't either. You know, but even with that being said, Keontae appears, and this is what Tannae doesn't like. Keontae appears to really love Bubbles. He's definitely into her. He's into this pregnancy. He's excited about this new baby coming. And they seem to be doing okay over there. Tannae is very bitter. See, Tannae thought when she called herself bossing up with her mother getting that house, she thought Keontae was going to be running over there trying to live with her because she got this big old house. And Keontae said, girl, F you in that damn house. I don't care nothing about you, that house. All I care about is my kids. And basically, he like, I don't even got to see the kids in the house. Like, let me get my boys. Like, let me spend time with my boys. And she not having it. See, Tannae she feels like it's a package deal. She's like Olivia. She think it's a package deal. If you can't take her with the kids, then you can't get none of it. When, let's be honest, it's not a package deal. I mean, Tannae is his wife, and those are her children. He can divorce Tannae. He can never divorce those kids. It's 2 different situations. And I don't be understanding why women and men don't get that. Like when the relationship is no longer, it's unfortunate, it's sad, it's messed up. But the reality is the love that you had for each other, obviously you don't have anymore. Now pour that love into your children, co-parent, and move the freak on. But I tell y'all, anytime Tannae don't got nobody up in her face, that's when she gets mad at Keontae. When she got somebody spending time with her, she don't care what Keontae does. It's as soon as she don't got no man spending time with her, paying attention to her, she don't like when he's not paying attention to her. Very bitter, very nasty. Tannae is definitely, just like Olivia, the type of woman that is very dangerous. And you got to watch it. You got to watch women like her. And I don't think it's right. Now, I can see if Keontae wasn't doing right, and okay, girl. But to sit up there and wish death on this unborn child that don't have anything to do with anything, especially you as a mother of your own. Here's the thing. It's the fact that Tannae wished death on their unborn child when Tannae herself just miscarried a couple years ago. And when she was very tore up behind that miscarriage. She calls little Keelan her rainbow baby. The fact that you yourself just miscarried a child just a couple of years ago, and then you turn around and wish death on somebody else's unborn child. Tannae needs to let Keontae be the father he wants to be. It's exactly. Now, it's unfortunate he couldn't be the husband that she needed him to be. That's unfortunate. Okay? But allow him to be the father that he needs to be to those children without her constant interruption. Yeah, she still loves him, because if you didn't love this man, girl, you wouldn't care what he was doing frontwards or backwards. You wouldn't care. So y'all, let's get into the video, okay? It's 204 in the break room. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you guys clock in to the break room. That's hitting the like button for me. We got 209. Let's try to get at least 100 likes. Y'all know I don't really ask y'all for too much, but I definitely would like likes. It helps the channel. It helps push the video up in their algorithm so we can get more people over here to have these break room conversations. Because let's be honest, y'all. I mean, we've all been in a situation where we've been in relationships and relationships don't work, and the man goes on, you go on, that stuff happens, right? And a lot of us can relate when there's kids involved, right? And you're no longer with the father or the mother of the children, but most people, I'm not gonna say everybody, but most people just want peace. Most people don't want all that humbugging. Now, let's be honest, there's a lot of people that thrive off the humbugging. Okay, the negativity, the arguing, the fighting, the biting, the scratching, the hollering, the screaming. There are a lot of people that thrive off of that. Okay, but then there are a lot of people who realize that we are no longer in a relationship. We are not going to be together anymore. I don't love you the way I did when I first met you. Whatever. And there are a lot of men and women that come to that realization and say, you know what, for the sake of the children, let's just take care of these kids and let's move on. Right? Even if the man moves on before you do. Sis, don't feel some type of way about it, because what God has for you, he'll bless you with it. And what God has for him, he'll bless him with it. All right, y'all, let's get into it.
We have to do right now. This is a must-do video right now. As you guys can see, right? The energy level for this video is kind of low. But it's very authentic and it's very hurtful that we even come here and make this video. Now, a lot of times, I wouldn't even allow Bubbles to even proceed in this type of content or be involved in this type of video. But,
I don't want to.
huh?
I said, no, I don't even want to do it.
Yeah. So before we jump into this video, y'all, I'm just gonna play this quick short real quick, just so you guys can see and understand exactly where we're coming from. And we can show y'all that it's not the problem. So take a look at this real quick.
How about that? Now wait. You talking? Why you don't wait? Hold on, wait, chill. Why are you talking like that in front of my kids though? You see how you talk like that in front of my kids? See, you ain't got no respect.
You're bitter. You saying fuck it, baby, but you so mad. You're mad.
That's why you ain't gonna be blessed. That's why you're not gonna be blessed.
All right, y'all. Now that y'all just seen that short, that is a very disturbing short. It is a very heart-sinking short. That is a very disrespectful short towards me, towards Alana, towards our unborn baby, and as well as my other kids that I already have, with her. You know what I'm saying? If y'all seen the look on their face, it's like the kid was in complete shock. Yeah? Like, should I do the rundown or you want to start it?
No, you can do the rundown because I wasn't even a part of the conversation when it initially started.
Right. All right. So y'all look. I'm gonna just run it down, right?
I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I hit the mute button by accident. So this is what I'm going to say. I'm going to give Bubbles a little word of advice. Bubbles, sis, just hush. Don't say anything. When Keontae starts beefing with Tannae, legally, that is his wife. That's the married folks' business, right? And you stay out of it. Because I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen, sis. You over there rah-rah shish bombing in the background, and you're gonna be Tannae 2 years from now, right? He done moved on with another woman, got her pregnant, and you sitting on the phone with him advocating for your child or children. I heard many children. So I would advise that you just hush. Don't even say anything. Now, if he wants to talk out his problems with Tannae while she's not on the phone, just you and him conversating, you can definitely have whatever type of conversation you want to have with your baby daddy over there, right? But as soon as Tannae is on the phone or standing in person, you dismiss yourself from the area. You don't have anything to do with that. Unfortunately, you decided to jump into bed literally and figuratively with a married man. And so when you do that, unfortunately for you, this is what happens, especially when the woman is not willing to let go, right? And Bubbles, you got to understand, just this time last year, they was over there tiptoeing in the tulips, okay? So, Bubbles, just let them handle this. I know what Tannae is saying. Y'all can be very disrespectful and make you want to just jump up and just snatch her through the phone, right? I get it. But if Bubbles don't be careful, she gonna be Tannae in 2 years, okay? On the phone screaming and hollering with Keontae, with another woman sitting on the very same couch she's sitting on.
Okay. I'm gonna show a couple text messages too. I'm trying to keep them in order. Just to show y'all to prove that, like, man, I'm not the problem, man. I don't harass this girl. I don't manipulate this girl. I don't try to like inflict no type of emotional distress on this girl. Now, mind y'all, my kids is really suffering from emotional child abuse. Google it, y'all. Google it. What she did in that short, I'm gonna play it again one more time, just for the people that just joined the video and like to skip through it. Check this out.
Why you?
How about that? No way.
You talking? Why you? Hold on, wait, chill. Why are you talking like that in front of my kids though? You see how you talk like that in front of my kids? See, you got no respect.
You're bitter. You saying fuck that baby, but you so mad. You're mad.
That's why you ain't gonna be blessed. That's why you're not gonna be blessed.
Now, did y'all see my son, KJ?
Okay, Keontae, you dragging it. But hold on. So Roy Gala said, but Tannae keeps dragging Bubbles in it, wishing death on her baby. True. She is. She is. But Bubbles, and again, this depends on your maturity level. It's just words, right? As long as Tannae don't physically put her hands on Bubbles, Bubbles don't have anything to worry about, because whatever Tannae could be wishing on Bubbles and her unborn, all Bubbles got to do is pray it away. Just pray it away. That's it. I do understand what you're saying, World Gala, but sometimes you don't always got to fight fire with fire, especially when you're pregnant. Because what Bubbles she has to understand that she is with child. So the most important thing is not to stress herself out and stress that baby out. This is her first, well, I don't know if this is her actual first pregnancy, but she don't have any children, okay? So, but Bubbles need to stay out of it. See, this is what happens when you get into bed, literally and figuratively, with a married man. Bubbles made this conscious decision to jump in the relationship with Keontae, knowing he hadn't severed the ties with his other relationship. So I'm not saying this is what Bubbles get. I'm not saying that, but she got to kind of accept what comes along with situations like this. All's fair in love and war.
My son's face was like, and Naya was just in there, and I'm like, she really talking to my dad like that? Now, mine, I'm gonna slow down because I'm going too fast. First off, she texted my phone, right? She called my phone first. I ain't answer. I ain't hear my phone because my phone was like on silent at the time, so I didn't hear it ring live, But I went to my phone. I still had a missed call. She said that was the boy just calling you. I calling her back, FaceTime. Soon as she answer the phone, you got your phone right?
Yeah.
Mind you now, she holding the phone like this. She behind the camera, right? She behind the camera because she on the selfie. She holding the phone like this for KJ. That's how I was able to record that short like that. So she recorded KJ just like this. Mind now, my son, he like, Dad, what you been doing, Dad? I was like, man, I ain't been doing that, man. I've been chilling, man. I've been spending time with your brother and your sister. They've been asking about you. Your brother been saying how you want to spend time with you. Like, I'm not supposed to be going to get him Tuesday. I told her, Tuesday, I'm going to come get him, which is tomorrow. Now, mind now, this girl never was going to allow me to get my son. She just really wanted to come and start controversy and drama. Like, and we so like true to one another. So mine, my son was asking me why he had came with me yet. Son, I don't know, son. Hopefully you'll get a chance to call me soon, because if it was up to me, you would have been had me from the last day of school. He said, Dad, I've been seeing videos like I want to go to the pool. I said, man, I can't wait. I said, I wish you was been with me because we've been having so much fun. And mind y'all can go back and look at my videos and see that me and my kids like been spending like so much good quality time. Even Bubba's in.
Okay, hush, Keontae. So Roy Gala, let me answer your question. You said Roy Gala says so. Okay, so Tannae's behavior is justified. I never said that, sis. Not one time did I say her behavior was justified. She said, and so Roy Gala states she gets a pass because she's the wife. I'm just asking because it's unfair that Bubbles gets all the smoke, but Tannae gets a pass. I'm just asking, how does Tannae get a pass, sis? Where did I say that Tannae's behavior was acceptable? I never said that. What I said was Bubbles is with child. So she has to understand that she is with child. And the most important thing is not to get herself upset or that baby upset. And so if she just got to hold her tongue until she dropped that baby, then now once she dropped that baby, okay, girl. But what I'm saying is Bubbles has to understand that she got into, you got to understand, Royal Gala, she got into a situation with a man who hadn't severed the ties with his other relationship. I'm not saying that Tannae wouldn't still be bitter had they had already divorced when he met Bubbles. I'm not saying that she probably still wouldn't be bitter, right? But right now, what I'm saying is the problems that Keontae and Tannae are having is because they're going through a divorce, right? They're going through a divorce, and most people, not everybody, but a lot of times divorces can be very messy. Keontae can't control Tannae's reactions, but Bubbles can control herself. And I'm just looking out for Bubbles because she's the one with child right now. Now, let's be honest. If Bubbles want to pop off, if she want to meet Tannae in the Publix parking lot, okay, girl. I mean, that's on you. I'm just giving a suggestion. Obviously, nobody has to listen to anything I'm saying. This is a reaction video. And I'm just saying, if I was Bubbles, I would just keep quiet. Because even with her getting upset, cussing Tannae out, in a sense, all she's really trying to do is upset Bubbles. You got to understand, Tannae has been with child, but she's a woman. She's birthed children before. So she knows, when you're with child, when you're pregnant, that's a very vital stage. So Tannae knows what she's doing. She's trying to make the girl upset so she could possibly harm herself or this unborn child. Like she just said, she just wished death on the baby. So you really think she's trying to keep peace with Bubbles because she's pregnant? She don't care anything about that. I don't know if you guys remember when Tannae was pregnant with Keelan, she wanted to ostracize herself from everybody, Keontae, her friends, her family, because she said everybody was stressing her out. And she said, everybody's stressing me out. Remember when she called herself moving away? And she said she didn't want to be around anybody because she's with child and she's not trying to miscarry this baby like she miscarried the other. So if Tannae wanted that same respect, why she can't give it to Bubbles? So all I'm saying is Bubbles just needs to, me personally, I would care more about my baby. I could care. What Tannae is saying is just words. Now, if Tannae put her hands on her, that's a whole different ball game. But you just bopping your gums, yes, that's it. That's all you're doing, bopping them gums. That's it. All right, y'all, let's move on.
And her nieces and nephews, like we all have been out at the water park, the ball park, the belt line, main event, just so much summer activities been going on that my son KJ is missing out on. Now, let me not forget Keelan, because a lot of people think that I don't be acknowledging Keelan. Keelan is a baby right now. He can't really do as much that they can do without the supervised parent visits. You know what I'm saying? Supervised supervision. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, this where the conversation went left, y'all. When she first got on that phone, she kept trying to like interfere with me and KJ conversation. I asked KJ something, she responded. I talked to KJ about something, she talking to me about something. So it's like, and it all started off of him saying they don't want to go to the pool. Oh, my son can't go to no pool with you. He can't go anywhere. If he ain't with his mama, I don't trust nobody with my kids to go to no pool. And besides, he ain't got no life jacket. He can't go anywhere. My son KJ said, Mom, I do got my life jacket. My life vest went over there. You know, the full body life jacket with the arm floaters, right? She told me that he lost his vest, his life jacket, and so therefore he can't go in the water. Man, KJ went right to his life jacket and said, "Look, mommy, my life jacket right here. I want to go to the pool." I said, "All right, cool." Boom. That was the first strike. She tried to dumb KJ down. In mind, now these kids is way smarter than what they think, what parents think they is. So moving right along to the next situation, the triplets come in the camera. Hey, daddy. Hey, dad. Ooh. Hey, Keontae. Now that was, I want to say, Nala. Nala came in like, hey, Keontae. Naya came in like, hey, daddy. And then Naya come in. She ain't say nothing. She ain't say, hey, daddy. She say, hey, Keontae. She was in so much what's the word? Like distracted. Not distracted, but confused on dang, I've been calling him daddy, been taking care of us since we was 3 months old. He probably ain't been active in the last year because of the mom, but ain't got nothing to do with me. Man, Naya was looking so confused and so shocked and so thrown off that she was really making them call me Keontae. Now, mind now, I ain't tripping on that. You know what I'm saying? I would never force the triplet to continue calling me dad, knowing.
It's not about them forcing it. At the end of the day, that's why they look at you.
Right.
It is hurtful.
Yeah, it is. It is it's hurtful for me, and not just me, but to the kids too. Because if y'all see Naya face, Naya is.
So let me ask you guys a question. How would you feel if you got with a guy, like if your situation was Tannae and Keontae, and when you met Keontae or the guy, right, and you had kids when you met him, and you met him when your kids were very, very young, 3 months, 6 months old, or whatever. And over time, those kids obviously were around the guy that you met more so than the own biological father. And then the children started calling him dad. And then several years go by and you guys go through a lot of issues. And then you just come to the realization that we're no longer going to be in a relationship. This is just not working. It's very toxic. But you have built a bond with the children. As women, would you guys encourage the kids to no longer call the man dad that they've been calling dad pretty much all their lives? Would you guys encourage them not to reference him as dad anymore? Or would you let those kids make their own decision when it comes to that? So that's why I don't believe in that playing daddy stuff. Like, you know, like I said before, Keontae and Tannae are going to get a divorce, right? But that don't mean he has to divorce the kids. He don't have to divorce the kids. He's divorcing the woman, not necessarily the kids. So he said their own decision. Okay, no such thing as co-parenting ex-step kids. In my opinion, I would never allow them to call him daddy. Okay. You said, do any of them work? They have 5 kids between them, plus he has 2 older kids. Where do these people have time to do all this and keep these females pregnant? Just ask Apple Pie. I have no idea, girl. If he's just a boyfriend for years, no. Okay. All right. All right. Rain says no, from 3 months to 8 years old, that's their daddy. When they on good terms, he's daddy. So why change it? That's true too, Rain. I agree with that. I agree with that. I don't know. I think I would really let the girls make their decision if they want to still call him daddy, or if they want to go back, or if they want to go to calling him Keontae or Mr. Keontae, you know. But then that also plays a part in Keontae too, because he took on the ownership of this name, of this position, dad, right? So obviously, because you're no longer with their mother anymore, how do really, that's a question for Keontae. How would he want those girls to address him? Because me personally, just because you're not with the mom anymore doesn't mean that you still shouldn't have the same emotions and feelings for those little girls from 3 months old to, I think they're like about 8 years old now. Those feelings shouldn't have just dissipated. They should still be the same. I agree. It's whatever they've been calling from the start. So if they want to continue to call him dad 10 years from now when they're 18 and he's still playing that father figure for them, I don't think it's a problem. I don't think it should be a problem, right? I don't think so.
It's daddy's girl for real. Naya and Nayla. Nala is too though, but Nala, she like more so of like mama and a daddy's girl. Like, you know what I'm saying? She mutual. Like, you feel me? She ain't picking no side. She love us all. You know what I'm saying? So make a long story short, after the triplets come and acknowledge me as Keontae, now I can tell that she been coaching them that. Now kids don't grow up to be racist. Kids don't grow up to be rude. Kids don't grow up to be disrespectful nor respectful. It's what they taught, what's being taught from their parent. You know what I'm saying? And she feeding them all this poison. She feeding them all this poison, and it's just so unacceptable. Like, as a grown woman, you should have never make a kid talk or respond as an adult. You feel me? Like, keep the kid situation separate from the parent dispute. And at the end of the day, y'all, man, I've been getting so close to God. I've really been cherishing and enjoying my relationship. I ain't got time for no drama. I don't got time to come on this camera.
Shalonda, I agree. She should have never started with the whole daddy thing. Those children have a biological father, right? Now, I don't know if that man is in their lives at all. I don't know much about their biological dad. Especially for years, Keontae was just her boyfriend. And then soon after she met him, then she had KJ, right? And so obviously KJ and Keontae, you know, Keontae was KJ's biological father. He never was the triplets' biological dad. The triplets are older than KJ. Me personally, this man being your boyfriend, yeah, he should have never, those girls should have never called him dad. Because now you got to undo what they have been doing all their lives. Literally all their lives. And of course they're going to listen to their mama because that's their mama.
Bashing, disrespecting, screaming, calling nobody out their name or none of that. I probably have not cussed not one time in this whole entire video. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm speaking real truth. You know, moving right along to the next situation, right?
The girls,
so after the triplets came and acknowledged me, right? I told KJ, I said, KJ, man, you been watching my videos? I said, you know, you got a sister on the way. He said, yeah, I know, I seen it. And then I was like, what? Huh? Oh no, I didn't see it. I wasn't watching it. I didn't watch it. I didn't see it. Dad was watching it. They let me know, man, my kids want to watch me. They want to be part of me. They want to be with me. Like, it all started with them. So why wouldn't they would not want to watch and see, you know, how everything is constantly going. Mine, you know, they miss their dad. I miss my kids too. You feel me? But what got me was when she when I asked KJ, have he seen my gender reveal and do he know that he got a little sister on the way? She was like, yeah, I seen it. And then that one, she was like, what? Yeah, I seen it. And then he just was just straight lost. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why we can't watch our dad? So then she goes to say, oh, F that baby. Oh, forget that baby. That ain't my kids. They ain't my kids, sister.
Yeah, she just kept going on. Well, first she said, don't nobody care about you and that baby. That's what she said.
And that's what caught her attention.
What I told Keontae was because, like I said, I don't get into it with this girl. I don't try to get into this girl. I don't want no interaction with her because she just
irrelevant.
Exactly, into my life in general. So I told Keontae, so he can hear me, not because she can hear me. So I said, Keontae, you better get her. Then she said something else, and I'm like, Keontae. And he was like, why are you disrespecting me like my child? Like, no, stop. So when he said that, it just kept, that's when she started.
That's when I was like, give me the phone.
Yeah.
But I was trying to be like discreet with it though. I was trying to be real discreet with it. So she tried to because I wanted to show y'all, and y'all, this is the woman that y'all support. I cannot believe. If y'all supporting this girl, do not watch my videos no more. Don't watch me. Don't like my video.
Keontae, hush. Now, hush. Because first and foremost, y'all the one that added us in the group chat. We never asked y'all anything about your personal lives. Y'all decided to do YouTube channels and display it. Y'all, if people watching Tannae and watching you, why do you care? At the end of the day, all of it is coin, right? That's the problem. Y'all want to pick sides. This ain't our fight. Child, we just watch it. Now, maybe some of y'all rooting for one side and maybe some of y'all rooting for the other side. But Keontae, hush your mouth. You always, every time you get mad at Tannae, you want everybody to be Team Keontae. Then when you and Tannae in a better space, then you don't care if y'all sharing the team. Like, pick a side, sir. Like, at this point, just allow us to watch the videos, allow us to have our own thoughts and opinions, and stop dragging us into personal situations when 2 weeks or 2 months from now, you and Tannae will be okay like it always happens.
Don't unsubscribe to me if you're going to support her, because I refuse to be involved in the same situation as this girl. Even though we had past history, that's why it's in the past. Past is meant to be in the past because you grow and you learn and you evaluate yourself and your energy and your presence in people's life. You know what I'm saying? And she do not deserve to be mom. I really feel like somebody need to call CPS on this girl, because what she doing right now is she is having my kids suffer from emotional abuse. This is
Keontae. What we gonna call CPS and say? Tannae being mean on the internet to Bubbles' unborn, you and Bubbles' unborn child. You think that's grounds to get the kids taken out of her care? Because she not being nice to Bubbles and you? What in the world? What does CPS? Keontae, there are people literally, your opinion is they're going through emotional abuse. That's your opinion, right? There are children literally going through far worse, heinous, egregious things. You and your wife / baby mama are beefing. CPS does not need to be called every time you and her get to beefing. Oh, Lord.
The emotional child abuse. Look at KJ face real quick. I'm gonna show you one more time. Boom, look.
Why you?
Keontae, stop showing us KJ's reaction. KJ was just looking like that because his mama was cussing. And maybe he was like, oh, did she just say she held the baby? I'm not saying please don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying Tannae is right in no way, shape, form, or fashion. She definitely shouldn't have been acting like that in front of the kids. But Keontae know who he dealing with. This has been her since the words say go. So, I mean, he did look like, wow, did she just say that? And yet Tannae was dead ass wrong. She was dead ass wrong for involving those kids in their adult situation, right? Because he called the phone back because Tannae said the boys are trying to talk to you. So he called the phone back and she holds up the phone. Now KJ clearly can hold the phone. Instead of KJ holding the phone, maybe walking into his bedroom to talk to his dad in peace, Tannae is sitting there controlling the narrative, holding the phone for KJ. But unfortunately, this is what Keontae is going to have to deal with until he takes matters into his hands. Coming on the internet, trying to get us to get mad at Tannae is not going to change the fact that Tannae won't let you see those kids, right? Coming on the internet and wanting us to go troll Tannae in her comments is not going to solve the issue that Tannae won't let you see those kids, Keontae. The only way that you'll be able to have a relationship with your children, Keontae, you're going to have to get up off your ass and run that girl down to family court. You're going to have to hire an attorney. Call Gerard over there down there in Dallas. You in Atlanta, Gerard in Dallas. Call Gerard up, send him, go hit him up on Instagram and ask him for some information. He got plenty to give, okay? He'd have been through this. And go get you an attorney and fight for custody of your children. Now, I don't know if you want full custody, fair visitations, because in the divorce decree, child support is going to be determined. They're going to state that child visitation should be agreed upon. But essentially, you're going to have to go get a paid attorney and take her back to court, to family court, and fight for fair visitations or custody or whatever, however you want to do that. Okay? Lord have mercy. It's these folks acting like they don't know how to handle their business. Then come on the internet. He want us to get mad and go cuss Tannae out and troll Tannae. Like that's changed Tannae's mind on him seeing them kids. Hey, to be quite honest with you, it's going to make her even mad.
You talking? Why you? Hold on, wait, chill. Why are you talking like that in front of my kids though? You see how you talk like that in front of my kids? See, you ain't got no respect.
You're bitter. You think fuck it, baby, get you so mad. You're mad.
Y'all see his face? This shot, my son jaw dropped and his eyes open up. You know what I'm saying?
Because what she's constantly saying is F that baby. Like he's
baby.
very aware that that's his little
my
sister.
French.
He's very aware of his little sister. He's very aware when his
Right.
lady brought it to him.
He was very excited.
He was like, yeah, I know, I seen it. So when she cussed me, F that baby, he he's very worried that's his little sister. So when she said that and she wished the baby died,
I
and
know what
his
you
face
gotta say.
dropped,
I know.
the baby was alive or to not be born at, you know,
I have to
at
not
birth.
be. Yeah.
Don't say stuff like that. His face was like.
All right, you guys, my bad. I'm back. Had some system issues. Give me just a moment. Let me pop him back on the screen.
But now the footstep, and she gonna be an AP scholar too. Naya is very observant. She is very calculated, and she gonna pay attention to value her own opinion, her own thought. And when her mama was straight trashing me down, bro, Naya did not appreciate that. So y'all can see the look on face, even KJ. You know what I'm saying? I called her phone to talk to my son, and she turned it way left field. It's totally unfair to me. It's totally disrespectful towards me and Alana. You know what I'm saying? As well as my unborn baby girl. You feel me? Like, we don't deserve to like keep dealing with this.
And I definitely don't, especially when I welcome her kids into my home. I never treat them differently.
Right.
When we got together and he was like, "Oh yeah, I look at them as my kids, and if you want to do them, you have to accept them as my kids." And being that men I want to be with, just like that.
She accepted them. She cherished them. She washed their clothes. She catered to them. She did their hair. She did what a stepmom would do for their kid, like especially if they have genuine intentions to be around.
Yeah, but she's not a stepmom, Keontae. You haven't married Alana, whatever her name is, Bubbles. She's not a stepmom. She's your live-in girlfriend. So it's great that when the kids came over, Bubbles was, obviously very inviting to the children. That's great that she made those kids feel very comfortable. I'm glad she did that. She's supposed to do that. I wouldn't expect anything else. But that's great, Keontae. At the end of the day, okay, Tannae is bitter. She's upset that you're moving on, and it appears that you're not trying to go backwards, right? You went down there and filed for the divorce, although she begged you to go file for the divorce. And then you met her at her offer. You went on ahead and said, all right. And you went on down there and gave the people the paperwork. You paid for it and everything. And because we've been actually do that for the longest. So you finally did that. And it appears that you are trying to graduate away from that situation. And obviously Tannae is not willing. Because y'all got to understand, Tannae and Keontae have been together since they was in high school. So they've been together a long time. And Keontae has always found it very easy to separate himself from Tannae. And when I say that, I mean the cheating and all that. And Tannae, in Tannae's mind, she's like, Ninja, I didn't put up with all your BS. I didn't put up with the cheating. I didn't put up with all of that. And I finally made it to your wife. And unfortunately for them, they were married, but they separated soon after they got married, just a few months after they got married. Today's probably feel like I done did all this fighting, and you just gonna run off into the sunset with yet another woman, and this time get her pregnant too. Because y'all, we remember Mariah, but he didn't get Mariah pregnant, right? So we remember her. So Tannae is feeling some type of way. Well, unfortunately for Tannae, you can't control the situation, sis. It is what it is. Unfortunately, you fell in love with a nigga that didn't love you the way you loved him. That's so unfortunate. But people got to understand, like, that's your reality, sis, and you got to deal with it. You got to boss up, and you got to move on. And let's be honest, you ain't necessarily got to move on with another man, right? Because if you're not ready to move on, filling the void with another man that you're really not ready for is definitely very toxic behavior, because that relationship's not going to work out either. Tannae needs to focus on her. Tannae has a lot of growing, a lot of healing, a lot of self-development that she needs to do for herself. And the reason why I say this is just the way that she responded to Keontae and Bubbles in that audio recording when they were on FaceTime together. The way she was cussing the baby out, that was very immature. You know, hurt people. So she wanted to hurt Bubbles because she feels hurt, right? So she said, okay, well, this time I'm gonna hurt her. I'm gonna wish death on her baby. Like, girl, are you serious? Like, no, really, Tannae, that was very inappropriate, very inappropriate, very tacky, very tasteless, and very demonic. Again, Tannae is a mother of 5 children. She's a woman who recently, within the last 3 years, had a miscarriage herself and was very heartbroken behind that miscarriage. Why would you turn around and wish death on this woman's baby? And this the same woman that you sent your kids, all 5 of them, well, 4, I don't think she sent Keelan. You sent the 4 oldest over there with them for spring break. So if you felt that choked up, see, but you guys got to remember, when she sent them kids over there to Keontae and Bubbles for spring break, she didn't know Bubbles was pregnant, right? Now that she's found out that he didn't got this girl pregnant, yeah, and they're expecting a little girl, and Tannae was only able to have boys with him. So off the top, Tannae feels like Bubbles gave Keontae something she wasn't able to give him, because she gave Keontae 2 boys. She didn't give him a girl. And I don't think Keontae cared if it was a girl or a boy. I'm sure he just want a healthy child. But you got to understand the mind of a lunatic, and Tannae is somewhat of a lunatic, very immature. We've seen how Tannae has responded to this whole ordeal. When she was so severely upset with Keontae, when she wouldn't claim the fact that Keelan was his baby, when Keontae was like, hold on, Tannae, why should I just automatically assume that's my child when you clearly have told me that you were sleeping with me and the other man at the same time? So unless there's a picture on that semen that inserted your body and the picture has my face on it, how am I supposed to know that's my child? Obviously, they had to, they waited until the baby was here and born, and they went and got a DNA, and come to find out he is the father of the child. But I wasn't mad at Keontae when he didn't want to accept the baby as being his until the baby was born, because by right, he didn't know if it was his or not. See, she feeling some type of way about Bubbles because he's automatically accepting Bubbles' baby. There's no doubt in his mind that Bubbles' unborn child is his child. Well, sis, the reason why Keontae is not disputing that Bubbles' unborn child is his is because, first and foremost, they live in the same house together, and he don't have to worry about Bubbles tiptoeing in the tulips with another man. She's sitting right there with him every damn day. So there's no need for him to dispute the fact that Bubbles' baby could be his or somebody else's when they live together. When she got pregnant with Keelan, they were not living together. And they worked together.
My child is just like,
it's totally disrespectful and uncalled for.
But I welcome her.
And she must be stopped, y'all. Y'all gotta stop supporting this girl. A lot of y'all be like in my comments saying this, that, and the third. No, this girl is really miserable. She's really jealous. She's really upset. She really hurt, and she is over there going through it. Like, I'm blessed. I'm so blessed, y'all. And I refuse to let this girl stress me out. But she is over there emotionally abusing my child. You know what I'm gonna do? Look up the definition. I'm gonna pop it in right here.
Child, he didn't went as far as went and got definitions, honey. Okay, Keontae, we get it, but you know, take it up in court, sir. That's all I can tell you. Stop having court on the internet. Y'all are weird.
Now you see what I'm saying? Now, mind you, now it is so crazy that like my kids gotta suffer from this. It's unfair to them, man. They do not deserve that. They ain't did nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? I ain't do nothing wrong, but just separate myself from the situation, and this is proving exactly why I did the best move. Now this girl been trying to affect my life. This girl talking about going downtown and taking a child abandonment warrant out on me. Just a whole bunch of like just miscellaneous drama. She already done took my apartment away from me. One, I opened up my door for her when nobody would, not even her own mama. That they got their house with, their CPN house with. You feel me? She threw out all my clothes, sold all my furniture, took all my.
Hold on, don't just cruise back there. What type of house they got over there? You said it's a CPN house. Shante said that CPN house they got over there.
TVs, took my kids away. Like, this girl is just continuously to try to like pull me down. But you know what? God got my back. Alana got my front. And Odie gang, y'all gonna always support me and have my best interest in the right decision to make. And y'all gonna correct me when I'm wrong. And y'all going.
Keontae, quit all the psychological mumbo jumbo BS. We are not Tannae and we are not Bubbles. Okay, we are not cuckoo. We don't need you to encourage us. We don't need you to coax us. We don't need you to tell us how to act, how to feel, how to react. We don't need none of that. Okay, sir? You self-encourage your damn self. Okay? We ain't gonna have your front, your back, or your side. Okay? Child, we gonna have our cell phone in our hand. We gonna watch what we want to watch, and we gonna go on with the rest of our damn day, sir. This y'all business. We just watching.
Acknowledge the fact when I'm right. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about being right. I don't care about showing no favoritism. I'm all about real and just facts. You see what I'm saying? It's just uncalled for, y'all. This is a sad situation. And unfortunate that my kids got to suffer from a bitter baby mama.
But that's what Keontae say, like, regardless of the situation is, she just mad because she can't regulate him. He doesn't move when she wants him to move. He don't do what she say to do. And at the end of the day, even if he did not bring the baby in a situation, because y'all might be like, well, why would you bring the baby? I know how she is. Like, at the end of the day, even if he did not bring the topic of the baby in a situation, that conversation was still going to.
But see, not only that, I was asking my son what he ate today, what he finna eat. Yeah. Don't worry about what's going on in my household. Don't worry about what we finna eat. I asked him, what you do today, son? Like, how your day been going? Don't ask him about his day. What you worry about his day? Well, I'm just like, boy, oh my freaking God. But I really do need a mediator, bro. When we go to court, I do want. She needs supervised parenting, visitation, and I don't care if I get it.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I agree with him. Y'all definitely need a mediator. Okay, y'all need something. Y'all need something. Keontae, listen to TMR. Kyle Gerard Webb, Lives Life X Ninja. Go down there to the Instagram. You be on there. Go down there to the Instagram. It's Gerard Webb on Instagram. Hit him up in his DMs and ask him what's that app they use to talk so the kids can talk to their mammy over there. Go on over there and ask him what's the name of the app. Okay? and get that app. It works. It helps. It kept Livy in line. I guarantee you it'll keep Tannae in line. Y'all, at the end of the day, Tannae is Olivia 2.0. The only difference is Tannae is all black and Olivia is mixed. Okay, Tannae is the all black version of Livy over there. Okay, 1-800-JARROD. Yeah, call 1-800-JARROD. If you forget the number, hit Livy up. She got it. Oh no, she don't. She said he changed it.
It don't even matter, but I do need a mediator, man. We need help. This is a unfortunate situation that will get drastic. This situation right here, and it's gonna come from her, bro. She is gonna like wreck herself, and she gonna try to inflict uncalled for pain on what we got going on over here. Mind you, now I've been praying for this girl. I ain't disrespected this girl, even in the video of her talking.
Not you been praying for sis. Keontae, you've been praying for your wife Tannae. Oh, that's real nice of you. Oh, not you been praying for her. Did you put some holy water on her? It might disintegrate if you sprinkle it on her. Sprinkle me, man. Sprinkle me, man. Not you been praying for her. Oh.
Trash about my family, bro, right? Bro, I never disrespected her. I never stooped down. I never called her out a name. Bro, like, why are you doing this in front of my kids? But you don't understand, my children is right there in the phone. You got the camera on them, but you talking to me while they seeing me talking to you. Not even talking to you, but just telling you, like, bro, why is you doing this?
Pie, do you think Keontae needs an emotional support dog? You say he needs a spirit animal? Not Keontae needs an emotional support dog.
In front of my kids.
But you know what? It's awful funny though. It ain't fun when the rabbit got the gun. Think about it, y'all. Keontae, you on here expressing to us how much emotional distress she's causing you, your baby mama over here, and the cheering. But what about all the emotional distress you caused to Tannae when you was cheating on her and couldn't keep your dick in your pants? Huh? What about that? My bad, y'all. What about that? What about all the times you was down there at the juke joint or wherever you was cheating on Tannae, sleeping with other women? What about all the emotional distress you put her through? You don't want to talk about that though, do you? At the end of the day, Keontae, if you want to refrain from having another Tannae situation, I advise you to do right by Bubbles over here, okay? Do right by Bubbles, or you're going to have Tannae 3.0 in Bubbles, okay? Because Bubbles over here, she probably going to give you a run for your money because she young and vibrant and only got one child. So while you up here trying to make us feel so bad and sorry for you, what about when you was over there sleeping on Tannae and wasn't treating her like you should have treated her? You wasn't crying booger snot tears then, but now you want to cry booger snot tears because it ain't fun when the rabbit got the gun. Now, again, I'm not excusing Tannae's behavior. I'm definitely not excusing it. She dead ass wrong because she's putting her children in the midst of her and Keontae's adult situation. But at the end of the day, it ain't fun when the rabbit got the gun.
Yes, bro. Why are you doing this? Like, do you not see the kids right there? Do you know this? That emotional distress that is a form of child abuse.
And this is stuff that she's saying.
Man, but that's the people that they support though.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Not only that,
she's a mother. So the same thing that she said in that video was at the end of the day, you're a mother of 5 kids at the end of the day. So for you to be saying something about an unborn child in general.
and it's so crazy. I just want to say this real quick. She She picked her poison right, bro. She would never, y'all know my oldest son, Kyle, right? But she would never in her life talk to Mimi like that. On my soul, bro.
I don't know why she's
On my soul, bro, because she feel like you is, because you don't say nothing, you don't stoop to her level, so she feel like she can keep going and antagonizing you because you're not gonna respond. You're gonna just let her have the narrative. You feel?
So wait, is you trying to hype me up? Hype me up. What you trying to hype tonight? What's the name? Bubbles? You trying to hype Bubbles up? So wait, hold on. You want Bubbles to go over there and kick Tanae's ass or something? Isn't she with child? He tell her, you see, you weak. You don't say nothing. She don't do my other baby mama like that. My other baby mama gonna get in her ass. She pregnant, sir. And why does Bubbles got to fight your crazy ass baby mammy / wife? Why you can't handle her? Not you want Bubbles to handle your lightweight. What is going on? So this video has took it an epic turn.
Feel me? Because you mature, you more grown. But see, Mimi, she grown too. You feel me? But Mimi, she gonna, you know what I'm saying? She gonna crack them knuckles and she gonna get right. You feel me? And Tannae ain't never in her life said anything about my oldest son, Kai. She spoke about my youngest daughter, Kasaya, because her mom is in a whole nother state. The girl is 11 hours away from here. She talked about Alana, because Alana is a sweetheart. This is a beautiful queen right here.
Yeah, I'm a sweetheart with my family.
But don't worry about it though. But see, let me say that. People like you got so many people that gonna ride for you. You ain't even got to do nothing because
people like her. What you mean, people like her? What's so different from her versus anybody? What you mean, people like her? People gonna what you saying? She got pretty privilege. I ain't trying to be funny, but Tannae ain't no mud duck. She ain't no mud duck over there. Wait, hold on. This video just took a wrong turn. What just happened, y'all? What is he talking about? He said people like her. What like what? What's so different about Bubbles? Oh, Lord.
We know you're not the problem, baby. We know you're not the issue. Really not. You're not.
Me, you're right. I don't say nothing. I don't control her because that's what she wants to do.
Even
yesterday, like
you laughing at her. You like you is sad, like you is hurt, you just like you. And not one time you ever like put the fire with fire and try to talk about her kids. She ain't never stooped that level.
I don't play about kids. My kids, somebody else's kids, my nieces and nephew. Shit, my unborn. I don't play about kids. Kids was off the limits. Like I said, I worked with her because my whole I never was nasty to them. They can never go back home and say she was nasty, she was me, she was this, she was that. All they can say, y'all can watch the videos when we did go out and stuff. Them kids was up under me the whole time. The baby and all. Only one who wasn't was Katie because he was playing with the rest of the kids. Them kids had a blast with them kids. They had a blast with my niece. They had a blast with my mom at my mom's house. Like they had a blast with my family. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't play when it comes to kids. So for her to be talking about my child, for whatever reason, I don't know why she's so upset about an unborn child when I was never nasty to her kids, his kids,
or her.
I never like it's always been her coming.
Listen, y'all. In the video, the short that I just posted is proof in the pudding. This girl was saying she hoped she get unalive. She was saying how she hoped the baby unalive, and not one time she ever disrespected her or even like stood her level and say anything negative.
What did he say? Anything negative? Wait, what did he say? Did he say negative or regular? Hold on, go back.
For whatever reason, I don't know why she's so upset about an unborn child when I was never nasty to her kids, his kids,
or her.
I never like it's always been her coming.
Listen, y'all. In the video, the short that I just posted is proof in the pudding. This girl was saying she hoped she get unalive. She was saying how she hoped the baby unalive, and not one time she ever disrespected her or even like stood her level and say anything negative.
All I said was.
He said negative. He said Bubba didn't say nothing negative. Not negative. Nicole, he said negative. Keontae, now I done told you to hush. Bubbles is not fighting your battle. Now, you the one that chose crazy ass today. You deal with it. Why is you trying? Hype me up. Hype me up. Why is you trying to hype this girl up? Bubbles said, Ninja, I'm pregnant. I ain't got off this couch yet. Bubbles said, I've been on the couch since they got to arguing yesterday. Bubbles said, I ain't left this spot right here. I've been here the whole damn time. Bubbles said, child, I went to sleep here. I done ate here. I took a shower right here in this same spot. Bubbles said, I ain't moving. I am pregnant. Now, you can keep on trying to hype me up. Hype me up. You can keep on. Bubba said, Bubba said, Ninja, gone now. I'm pregnant. I ain't studying you or your crazy ass baby mammy.
Like you said, and she laughing at her like ha ha ha, like, you know what I'm saying?
Because that's how mad you are over a baby. You're not even talking. You talking about me. That's all you. Now you. That's her main thing to say is something about the baby. Girl, you got it. Because it's really.
Bubbles, I ain't gonna lie though. Can you say just? Can you at least cuss one time? Can you just say, "Girl, f you"? Can you say, "Call her a bitch"? Do something. Get it? Now I'm mad. Bubbles, wake up! I mean, damn. Can you at least pitch the bitch? God, what is going on? I know. Oh, now I'm hyped. Okay. Now, Bubbles, I ain't gonna lie. No, just say something. God, say something. We need a reaction for today. Tell her you'll screw her up, man, or something. Say something, girl. Oh my
Like,
And like, where your mama at? Why your mama not telling you that's wrong? You is wrong. Why is you doing it?
Wait a minute. He said, where your mammy at? Child, he said, where your mama at? Woo, baby, when I tell you Keontae be having me rolling, child, because he be real serious. He said, where your mama at? He said, do you got any manners?
her mama is like her friend. Just
Right.
Like
everybody think her mama is her sister, bro. So you is right. When they go out, they go to the club and be drinking and party. I'm never finna go party and go out.
Drink and go to lounge with my mom. Guess what? When I'm in the room, my mom would never get on social media and run her mouth and talk about no female. My mom does not insert herself into me and Keontae's problems.
We're not even gonna bring no discussion because it's no comparison. It's no.
Toy Story. Okay, she get up on my mama because, honey, when I tell you, I don't know who's older, Tannae or her mammy. Baby, Tannae got on something short and tight, so do the mama. Like, I mean, let's be honest. That woman, she ain't too much older. I mean, what's she about? I don't know how old that woman is. Don't even get me the line. But hell, what old is her son? About 13, 14 years old? Child, you know, Keontae said, baby, they go to the club together. They drink together. Keontae said, Tannae might be going with the brother and the mama going with the uncle. Yeah. I mean, you know, that's their business over there. They ain't got nothing to do with the fact that she won't let you see them kids, though.
It's okay. My mother's a woman. I see my mom. My mom is a woman. She's a
come on now. And they all just went to church with us. All us is child of God. Like all us is like being like under the house of worshiping the Lord. You know what I'm saying? But this is what we're gonna do. It's okay. We ain't gonna trip, baby. We're gonna pray for you.
You really can't, Pearl.
We're gonna hope the best for you. And we're gonna hope our kids is safe over there with you. Because I really feel like
why you keep saying you praying for this woman? I mean, let's be honest, Keontae, them prayers that you got for Tannae, happen for yourself. Because you need to learn to be a better man. Because if you was a better man to that woman, you probably wouldn't be dealing with what you're dealing with now. The reason why Tannae is acting out the way she is, I mean, you hurt her. Keontae, let's be honest. Now, I'm not going to say that Tannae didn't have her fair share of cheating because she was over there with Arnaz, but y'all got to remember, Keontae started. He cheated first, and she just finished it, right? What's good for the goose, good for the gander, I guess. So it's not like Keontae didn't start this, because he did. And so he's dealing with this very bitter, very cold, very angry woman because of what he took her through. He took her through emotional distress because she married Keontae because she wanted this man to be her husband. And Tannae told us in the video, no sooner they got married, she caught him cheating. She said they wasn't even married a month, and she caught him cheating. I'm gonna try to find that video where she told that story. She said they wasn't even married a whole month. But here's the problem with that. Keontae was cheating on Tannae even before they got married. So I don't understand why Tannae felt like, because now that they're husband and wife, that was going to change who he was. Because it didn't. Same with Olivia and Gerard. Olivia thought if she married Gerard, that would keep him away from Antonisha. And all it did was push that man even closer to that woman. Social media is crack for slow people, Black Auntie.
She would try to do something to my son KJ because she mad at me. And this is why I say that. When the triplets got in the camera, hold on, wait, all the time. Every time he always got to go in his room. He always got to do this. He always got to do that. When the triplets come around, he completely X'd out the picture, and it's all about the girls. And I say this because when the triplets came in the camera and they spoke to me, they had their hair and stuff done, looking all pretty like they always do, like they always have. You feel like they always will be. You see what I'm saying? Now my son are looking rough. He looking stressed out. His hair is just real nappy. And it's just sad that I got to go through this with this girl. And she trying to go downtown and take a child abandonment one on me. Neglect, man, a whole bunch of lies, y'all. Every video that
Keontae, why you sitting up here bumping these gums? Have you paid that child support? Have you paid? Because regardless if you, I'm not saying that you should not be able to, you should be able to see your children. But that's not going, that shouldn't stop you from that court order child support that you got. Have you paid a payment? While you up here bumping your gums, have you paid a payment, sir? Because you saying KJ looked all disheveled. Did you make your child support payment this month so he could go get a haircut? Even if you can't physically take him to the barbershop, at least you can sleep better knowing, well, his mama got my money. Now, if she choose not to take the boy to the barbershop, okay, that's between her and God, right? And KJ. Did you pay your child support? Because I noticed you ain't mentioned nothing about that you taking care of your responsibilities, which is paying child support for the KJ and Keelan. You ain't mentioned coin yet.
them making that I've been acknowledging my kids and saying how much that I wish I can get them, how much time I wish I could spend with them, and just how I'm tired of being separated from my oldest kids and my young kids. I want everything together. Right now, y'all, I'm kind of getting stressed out, and I don't want to get stressed out. So I'm just gonna go ahead and end this video right here. With that being said, man, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe.
We gone back because you already told us what to do. You told us to go over there and troll Tannae. You want to hype Bubbles up to kick Tannae's ass, and she big and pregnant. Why you said, why does Keontae always look dusty to me, child? I have no idea. At the end of the day, go get a job. Are you working? Now I get you hustling this YouTube, but we gonna tell you the same thing we tell my Jazzy, like you can do both. Child, with this baby number 5 for you, baby, you going on baby number 5. Sir, if you don't put these YouTube dreams and make this supplemental income and get your ass on the job somewhere and clock in and clock out like you used to do. Now, they say Bubbles got a channel. Okay, well, let her hustle her little YouTube and give us her little pregnancy journey stories, and you go clock in on somebody's construction website because you about to be a father of 5, sir. Oh, Lord, master. Not the jobless swag. It's giving all of that. He want custody of KJ to put him in a 1-bedroom with a new baby. At the end of the day, you talking about we need to call CPS. Y'all need to get a bigger apartment to fit all the children. Okay? That's what you do. And Tannae said y'all ain't got no damn headboard. Go get a headboard. Not they ain't got no headboard. At the end of the day, Keontae and Tannae both wrong. We know that, y'all. Yes, Lizzie, Bubbles' baby is gonna be baby number 5 for him. Okay. And he ain't got a 401k, a 403b, an IRA in sight. And he is about to be a father of 5 children. But yet he on this internet trying to coerce us to go troll Tannae when he need to go troll Indeed.com. All right, y'all. That's my time. I'm gone. I'm out of here. A boneless bed. I'm going to see y'all in the next one. Y'all make sure y'all clock out the break room. Hit that like button on your way out the door. TMR going to see y'all in the next one, honey. Remember. So what you learn? Bye.